Wike has issued a threat and a warning to the Northerners that the South must complete their 8-year tenure. That it doesn't matter if Tinubu enters next time, but it must be a Southerner. These are the threats of Wike to the Northerners who have recently forming so many various league of coalition to unseat Tinubu. What's your reaction?
What does that spell? It spells Wike is eyeing the office of the presidency. There's no way he could get it than to start from now issuing his so-called personal threat. Because we've never seen most of the southern politicians backing him up or following him on same opinion of returning presidency back to southern Nigeria comes 2027. A threat I see as a man that has been a controversial figure since the whole Nigerians know him. Wike is never a man of peace. Wike is always like to be on the news. And if you ask me, I will tell you that he's trying to be on the news as well. He wants to make headlines across national dailies of the country. Yeah, with that threat, he's all over social media platform now. Because Fulani and also oligarchy, I think they are warming up comes 2027 to edge out the South, which of course, if you ask me, I will tell you, it's a lie. Tinubu will never allow power to slip off the southern Nigeria comes 2027. Is going to find someone that is very, very viable. I mean, the governors who performs better in his own administration should be given the at least mantle of leadership comes 2027.
This you mean in case he is not running?
In case he's not running, I think he's gonna make sure that someone from the south will actually take it. And if you look at Wike, so Wike is playing game as well. Even if Tinubu runs, Wike's eyes is on there. He's on the office, of the presidency. He wants to be there comes 2027 because it's going to be a very hot seat comes 2027 when you see the Hausas, on their back on Tinubu. The Hausas, they are tired. Vote of no confidence as I'm talking to you now against Tinubu because Tinubu is like turning his back on them. I'm surprised because during the Obasanjo regime, Malo was the chief of army staff. The minister of defense was given to Theophilus Danjuma. Most of the northerners, mid-belt, Obasanjo included them. He ran a government of national inclusion. But coming to Tinubu's aspect, Tinubu just only, minds people from his his contraction. That's extraction, sorry. People from his extraction, Yoruba. That's why the outside is feeling cheated this time around. Not even minding what Buhari did during his tenure. Buhari actually gave out 96 office positions, federal positions to Fulani houses. Not minding if the Southerners are crying or laughing. And I tell you that man called Buhari, I used to tag him, name him a stone. A stone that is so adamant, a stone that is so unfeeling, a stone that is so inorganic. A stone is a living matter. A matter, anything that can occupy space is a matter. Stone can occupy space. Buhari was very, very adamant. He doesn't want to know whom you are. He doesn't want to know what the Southerners are shouting or talking about. And that actually spelled to Southerners that Fulani has felt over the years that Nigeria is their forefathers' estates. When they run a government straight 8 years, with exclusion of the Southerners, even as in actually know that he is zero when you talk about economic building. He is zero. He doesn't know anything about economy. All those ministries where he fed himself there, like petroleum ministry, he doesn't know anything. Buhari could not even read. Yes, I'm saying it. He's an illiterate. A really African from the Sahel region of Africa, illiterate, had actually taken charge of federal government of Nigeria government from 2015 to 2023, 8 straight years. A president that could not use iPad too well. Android phone too
but now
well.
the Northerners are impatient. They want to grab the power back.
There are clueless people. There are archaic people. There are people that are mad about Arabic ideology. These are uneducated people that at least
Don't forget they say Nigeria is their father's sister.
have been dragging Nigeria backward over the years. These are people that don't have clue of what government is all about. These are people that are anti-Western education. They are anti-Western education. These are people that embrace Islamic ideology more than the capital of Islam in the world, Saudi Arabia. These are people that have turned Quran upside down. They are outside the Fulanis. They are leftists, extra radical Islamists. See, let me tell you, it doesn't matter what they think. Tinubu is supposed to play hard, work hard to make sure that office of the presidency is not gone to the north comes 2027. Because these are people that are archaic, people that are uneducated, people that are over, Islamic, Arabic ideology driven. They don't see any other thing in life, only Allah, Muhammad.
Mr. Ralph, are you aware now that they are pushing? They are pushing for
they get away. They don't know what they are saying.
They are pushing that Alimajiri students should be classified as being educated.
It cannot be.
That they are not out of school.
It cannot be.
They want to bring Alimajiri school side by side with the Western education.
It will never be. That's why you have many anomalies going on at the Central Bank of Nigeria, because you see many Hausas fielded in various, designation position within the Central Bank of Nigeria, and they don't have certificates. They don't have certificates. Yet, myself, as I'm here, if I go there, unless God says, give him job. Yes, but Hausas that cannot do as you see me doing across social media platform all over the world. An Hausa man that attended only primary 5 with their job at Central Bank. But I have 12 months. They will not give me. Because why? These people are radicalized Islamists. Extra radicalized, ultra violent Islamists. I don't know what I understand. And Nigerian politics is like the South are FOOOOOL. Fools. That's what Nigerian politicians are. I mean Southern politicians. Because they are idiots. Not knowing that these people that are doing Nigeria this are visitors. They visited from Futajelo Highland, Senegambia, and they mounted on the Hausas 200 and something years ago, 18th century. And the Hausas, out of complacency and lack of education, allowed them to, suppress, marginalize, exploit them. And now they have risen up against the Hausas, grabbing their lands all over northern region. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, what Fulani is after is that land. We have gone a long way to deny ourselves our rights. Why? Because southern Nigerians are full of animosities and all manners of aggressions against the lower tribes, higher tribes, and the main tribes. Everybody in the southern Nigeria are fighting themselves because Yoruba man only wants the money. Money we realize from the politics. Temi, owomi da. Temi loje, mofeje temi. That's what Yoruba knows. If tomorrow is going to spoil, it doesn't concern them. Look at this present situation. They curse it. Buhari, they voted for him. Tinubu, they fought us, fighting the Igbos, not to vote Tinubu. Today, where are we? So this is what has destroyed southern Nigeria. We don't like ourselves, and I'm actually praying that God will give Igbowo the impetus, the dynamism to overrun any opposition against Republic of Oduduwa in southwestern Nigeria. God is going to help the young man.
In another news,
so that Oduduwa will emancipate. Yoruba will be free. Will be free.
Absolutely. In another news, just a few hours ago, the southern Kaduna citizens are claiming that they need their own state because the 12 local government of southern Kaduna is bigger than the whole of Kano State. And indeed, the Middle Belt are also pushing for Southern Kaduna to be included in the middle belt of Nigeria.
So that they will go together.
Now it seems North have finally lost that seat of negotiation
Authority.
and authority.
Yeah, see, let me tell you, the seat of authority now is what the mid-north, I mean middle belt, Kaduna. When you say Southern Kaduna, you're making mistake because Kaduna is Kaduna. If you look at Kaduna, Kaduna is down as well. It is when you talk about the Southern Kaduna, which has at least the largest landmarks in the north. Southern Kaduna is 5 times bigger than the landmarks of Kano. So that is when you think about, you know, that kind of, let me say, suggestion or agitation that is coming out from Southern Kaduna. But let me tell you, synergizing together with Plateau State, Taraba State, Kogi State, some part of Kogi, not all Kogi. Then, Plateau State, I think Nasarawa is carved out from Plateau State. Abuja, Niger State. I think that they can come out with a very stronger platform, excluding even Bauchi. Yes, but Adamawa will be included. I don't know what I understand. Adamawa will be included. They will form a very, very powerful, formidable force to come out with. We need emancipation of all these little regions to name their own sovereign state, so that Fulani will actually be chased into the desert where they come from. El-Rufai will have nothing to do other than to go and invite his brothers in Iran to fight where Kaduna and Kano is having border. Yes, because war is coming. The North will never be the same. When scrambling for emancipation of all these sovereign states and all these sovereign states and nation states that might rise within the contraption called Nigeria, you will see it that Fulani man is the worst man on the African continent. They are all for land grabbing, Islamization, Islam that Fulani man can never teach me better than I am. I know. I'm a Christian. I know Islam more than he. Because from the angle I'm seeing it, these people are going to the angle of Satanism, satanic inscriptions, wasting of innocent blood, manifestation of spirit and souls of Cain, the brother of Abel, that slain his brother for nothing. Fulani man is naturally aggrieved man, very aggressive, doesn't like any of his neighbors. He wants everybody to be Muslim. Fulani man wants everybody to read Quran. Fulani man wants everybody to wear Taliban kind of trousers, grow beards, and become a bloody Muslim. Islamists that are so sanguinary and bloodthirsty to the core.
On a night of Mr. Ralph, you might be mistaken for an Afar with this your beard.
What do you know about me? I am from the southeastern Nigeria, someone that has traced his ancestry to the Jews, Israel. If you look at my father, Abraham, look at Isaac and Jacob, you will find out within our kinsmen, we have men that are very, very heavily beard men. That is where I come from. That is, we are the Zionists. We are from Zion, the city of Spaman. That's why I have this. My own could not ever be likened to that of the Alphas, because I call upon Jehovah, the mighty man in battle, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
It is argued that the likes of Abraham, most of the Jews were practicing Muslim in the past.
No, it is not. It is not true. No, we have people that hate Islam with passion. They are called the Zionists. They terrorized Middle East Europe, Arabs, the whole Arab world. From 1948 till date, they are winning. And God has given them victory. You have seen actually how these aggrieved Arabs attacked Israel on 7th October last year. And see what they did on the geography, on the country, on the region, Israeli region. These are living even a day old babies, mutilated their body. And what do you see? What have you heard or learned about response or retaliation from the Zionists? They attacked, they reattacked, they make sure they annihilated, neutralized all the partakers of such terrorist acts on the land of Israel on 7th October. None of them escaped into the desert. As far as I'm concerned, I viewed it, I read it. Great numbers of them that were even escaping on the desert were annihilated through the satellite with laser hits.
So talking about
the whole escaping Hamas were neutralized with laser hits from the satellite. Not even a single soul escaped that wicked perpetration by the animals called Hamas.
talking about Islamic terrorism in Nigeria, there are some elements that are demanding that Igboho should leave the Yoruba agitation, but come back and ward off the Fulani's invaders. Do you agree that he should stop agitating for Yoruba nation, but come back and hit the forest to comb the forest?
The people that are suggesting, giving this kind of suggestion, are the current beneficiary of this failure. A failed system, a system that can never work, a system that has failed Nigerians for 65 years, a system that has sent millions of Nigerians to their early graves. Those are the promoters of that system. They are the political profiteers, thieves, predators that cash out, go home each and every administration that comes, because their fathers were among the least of the ruling classes in Nigeria. They align with the voracious politicians in this country, stealing our money. They are suggesting that Igboho will leave separation and then back on risking his life fighting terrorists. They will kill him. He will lose his life. The way Igboho is fighting is the best.
So you mean it's a setup?
Yoruba, a setup now. Yoruba should go their way. Yoruba should learn from IPOB that has already succeeded on bringing Biafra. Anybody that tell you that Biafra is not coming, is a child of a toddler. Such a person is TODDLER, toddler. I explained, toddler is a baby. When they are at that stage, when they can play with rat, play with lizard, chop sand, off television, remove bulb, spoil farm, that baby is on the level of toddler, is a toddler. So these people, they don't know what they're doing. All they know is to benefit their families and their pockets. Igboho should go on. Igboho is the right man.
He should remain in United Kingdom.
Yes.
Keep pushing the global agitation for the emancipation of the Yoruba people.
One of Chief Matthew Obasanjo has come out and tell you that Nigeria is no longer one. That Igbo should keep on pushing. What is he trying to tell Yorubas? Same thing, Igbo should keep on pushing so that everybody will go.
Thank you very much for that brilliant submission, Mr. Raf.
You're welcome.